everyone, and welcome back again to the 80s Movie Den. So for this episode, I just wanted to talk about another item that I picked up and another small collection that I'm going to pursue. It's not going to get out of control. I've been doing pretty good as far as not going down rabbit holes. I remember a while back I purchased the Rambo lunchbox, and I was contemplating picking up a couple more. And I've exercised restraint, and I haven't, which is a good thing because they're not very cheap. That would be a very expensive collection to start up. So I'm more than happy with my Rambo lunchbox and thermos, and it's an excellent representation of the 1980s and 80s pop culture, and I don't think I'm going to expand on that at all. But I have started to collect hockey cards again. I think I've been inspired by the tabletop hockey that I picked up, and I've kind of fallen back into the sports card hobby. Now, I used to collect sports cards when I was a kid. And you know, not many of us didn't. Most of my friends, if not all of my friends, had a card collection of some sort. It wasn't necessarily sports cards. It could have been movie cards, you know, the Garbage Pail Kids, the WWF cards. There were so many different types of cards that were out there. But I was mostly, growing up, I was WWF, Garbage Pail Kids, hockey cards was huge. Being in Canada, that's pretty much a given. Baseball cards, a little bit. I did a little bit of baseball card collecting, and I got into football cards too. Late 80s, early 90s, when I started getting into football myself, like watching it on TV and understanding the sport. I started collecting football cards. And I also had a set of Fleer basketball cards that I wish I still would have, because that particular set that I had has grown somewhat in value. You know, not that I ever look for. Normally, when I sell things, it's to subsidize another collection that I'm starting or something new that I want to pick up. There's the odd things that I've sold that I've made a profit off of, but I'm not that kind of a collector. I'm not a dealer of any sort. I will sell stuff if I feel like my room is getting out of control, or you know, I need to kind of focus my collection more. I'll sell things, but it's not to make a living. It's usually just to put some money aside from that sale to purchase something else. So I don't have to always dive into my own personal account to do it. So, but anyways, going off on a tangent, sports cards, hockey cards in particular. That's one thing too that I'm going to focus on. I'm not collecting a whole bunch of different cards, baseball cards and football cards, and it's going to be hockey cards. And I've got a few sets already. And there's a few more sets that I have my eye on, and then after that, I think I'll be good. Hopefully I'll be good. But a lot of these cards that I'm collecting, so this here is the, and I collect OPG mostly. Upper Deck is okay. I like Upper Deck cards. I love Pro Set. I loved collecting Pro Set hockey cards when I was a kid, and I actually have a complete set. I think it's 91, 92. I can feature them in another video, but I just wanted to show this set here because it's from the 80s, very late 80s. This is from 89, 90, and this is the OPG hockey set, and it's the complete set, which contains 330 cards. Now that's another thing as well, as when I collect hockey cards, I'm not necessarily going after like individual cards. There may be some cards down the road that I'll have my eye on, like some players in particular, like, you know, Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, players like that stood out for me when I was a kid growing up. But I'm mainly going for sets. Complete sets, you know, done and dusted. I don't have to go and hunt for anything, or the stress of trying to find a card that's missing or anything like that. Just a beautiful set, already intact and in great condition. And this is from a local seller. He's about a half an hour away, and he's been collecting cards for many, many years, and he's got a massive collection, and he's just kind of he's just liquidating a little bit of it, just relieving it. But I'm the beneficiary of it, because he's not gouging with his prices, which is absolutely fantastic. I can really appreciate that. So yeah, this is the box. These are the cards inside. Like I said, 330. They're in order, obviously numerical order. I'll pull out the first few here and I'll show you them real quick. This is the way the OPC card was set up back in the day. They were pretty good cards. They were centered pretty well. Some of them were a little bit off, but most of them are pretty good. And of course, this is card number 1, which is the legendary Mario Lemieux. Those are his stats on the back. Mario Lemieux, what could have been? I mean, he had an amazing Hall of Fame career, stellar career, one of the greatest players to ever lace up a pair of hockey skates. And if he didn't have so many health issues, he had cancer, he had chronic back pain, his health betrayed him, really, and he pushed through all that stuff. He pushed through the cancer and the back pain, and he racked up so many points and so many highlight reel moments in the NHL. One of the greatest of all time, for sure. Who else do we have here? Any other notables? Mario Lemieux got us kicked off. Let's see, what do we got? I don't know. Those of you that are, Canadian will know Lanny McDonald. Lanny McDonald won a Stanley Cup with the Calgary Flames. Actually, this is the 89-90 set, so 89-90. So 89-90, no, this is the year the Edmonton Oilers won. So in 89, Calgary won a Stanley Cup. Lanny McDonald was kind of in his twilight years at this point. He played with the Toronto Maple Leafs for many years, and he was beloved in Toronto. He had that trademark mustache. But it was great watching him win a Stanley Cup with the Calgary Flames. It was well-deserved. Great career for Lanny McDonald. But these are the OPC 89-90 set. Like I said, I love just picking them up as a set already. I don't want to do any hunting. So that'll do it for this episode. 89-90. If you're interested in seeing more sets, or if you want me to go more in depth with the cards, I can flip the camera around and we can, pan over a bunch of cards and take a look at them. If you have any suggestions for, how you want me to do these card videos, just let me know. This has been the 80s Movie Den, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.